One swimming up, one swimming downstream. The Pisces life, the Pisces life. Two fish living in a dream. One swimming up, one swimming downstream. The Pisces life, 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 the Pisces life.
What episode is this? Because I really want to give the people a good welcome. Let me see the Pisces
I think
Life
we on
podcast.
137.
Episode 137?
Are we? Or are we on 138? I could be missing orbit.
Let me see.
What?
Girl, listen, here we go. I got it. I got to assist. Hello, Pisces Life listeners. Welcome to the 138th episode of the Pisces Life podcast, where I am one of your hosts who, is trying her best to keep up with what show we are actually on. I am just Letitia. And on the other microphone is my sis.
Who ain't no better, apparently. We just be giving y'all these shows, but not keeping track because we are connected. It just feels like our regular conversation. You know, when you like call your good girlfriend or call your good boyfriend and be like, yo, how y'all doing or whatever. You know, you don't never keep track of that. You don't be like, this the 57th time I done talked to you this week. You know?
Okay.
So they family. I think that's what it is, sis. Family.
Listen, okay? Oh, sis. So much is going on in this world. I feel like we start every podcast with that statement because it is true. We have to swim by some things very quickly. Number one, we're still in a pandemic. We're still in a pandemic. And sis, now they are using the word endemic. All right. Now, I had to Google this, even though we both is PhDs and what's not, you can always learn new things.
Come on, new things.
I just come on new things because endemic was a new word to me. And I said, now what? Now what? What the endemic mean here?
What that mean? Yes.
And so endemic is an ongoing situation that you see in isolated areas, groups of people. So it may be an outbreak of COVID, but only in Michigan, or it may be an outbreak of COVID, but only in the Midwest. That's an endemic. It's something that we're going to have with us always, but we may see it in pockets of populations at different times for different reasons even. Now, pandemic, sis, is what we are experiencing right now. COVID is all over this world right now, all the time, everywhere, and everybody, all right, is looking for the poll, the young, dispel that myth. Let me be real clear. At the Pisces Life podcast, we always try and triple check, double check, round the check and triangulate for those of our academic friends who are listening. We always try to make sure that the information that we give you is accurate. And we always try and provide the sources from where we get that information as well.
We do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Okay. There is nothing for you to be doing out here in these streets other than staying safe. The gym's opened up here, sis. Baby, the parking lot at the gym is full. You can't find a spot. Machines bumped. Everything. They say you're supposed to wear your mask even while you are working out. Oh, the people don't want to do that. The people don't want to do that. And because we've had national stories of people getting shot, getting beat up, getting fired from the job, getting hurt on the job because they are enforcing the law, which is the same for Illinois and Michigan. Wear your masks.
People are, y'all know I love me some people. I really believe in the good and all, but there are some people who are just destined to make things difficult for the rest of us who are really trying to comply. Like, I'm tired of being on the inside of my house. I like my house. I like the people in my house, but I would
Yes.
like to go have some dinner every now and again. I would love to go to my favorite shops or, sit for a cup of coffee. I would love to do that, but I absolutely can't enjoy any of that if, one, I'm afraid that I'm going to bring something home to the people that I love and something happens to them.
Yes.
So it's just not worth it. And I don't understand. No, I take that back. I do understand. There's conspiracy theories. If I hear one more person talk about sea moss,
Girl.
and how if you take the sea moss is going to make sure that you don't get COVID, or if you do get COVID, it's going to be the quickest recovery ever. And I'm not dispelling the benefits of sea moss. If you are a follower of, Dr. Sebi, then you know that sea moss was something that he talked about because of its ability to strengthen the regeneration of your cellular molecules.
Yes.
So we accept that is what can happen with some good sea moss in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that you take the sea moss and then go out there and be reckless.
Right.
Like what does that prove? You know? And so again, I said this a couple episodes back, sis, that when I see people without masks on, I'm assuming either you've had it or that you don't care about me having it. Either way, I require you to stay a safe distance away from me. And the best way that I can do that is by staying in the house. And so I've gone from wear your mask advocacy to you do whatever you want to do. But as for me,
in my house, come on now. I felt that.
Wear our masks.
We shall. Come on, preach a word. Preach a word tonight, will you? Preach a word, sis. Come on. Where's my tambourine? Where's my tambourine?
In the book of CDC.
Oh, come on.
Chapter 42. Epidemic 23.
Ooh.
It saith that being around people and spreading the gospel cannot go forth unless one is masked and forgiveth thy neighbor for thy foolishness. See what I'm saying?
Oh, the ushers, get me the lap cloth. I'm out.
Somebody get Sis a fan. Get
me that fan with Mahalia Jackson on the front of it kindly. Reminding me to take my kinfolk to this black funeral home in this city. Please get me that fan, please.
Yes.
I'll take one with Martin the Luther.
That's what I said. If it ain't Mahalia, it's Martin the Luther, and we require the deliverance via fresh fan there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So I just have given up, not on people, because I believe that there are people like me and you, sis, that are out here doing the right things. But I also believe there's a whole lot of knuckleheaded people who are just doing the most. And, as I said, I believe it was Crystal from The Read. She had posted a tweet a week ago or so that said that she wanted to know how people are just out here existing and not afraid of catching coronavirus.
Not afraid.
And she said, teach her your ways. And I responded to her and said, no, sis, we don't want their ways. No. What we want is safety, and we want to be around to tell the story. So when it's all said and done, when all of the statistics are rolled in, when all of the conspiracy theories have been proven, debunked, or anything therein, I want to still be healthy with my original lung capacity
Ha! Come on.
to tell the story about how me and mine
Come
made
on.
it over. Ushers, will you come?
Ushers, will you come
Will you
now?
come now?
The doors are open to information. This is critically important. While we're talking about staying safe, this is something that has been really kind of tricking me. And I found this and I thought it would be useful for ourselves as well as our listeners. This comes from the Detroit Free Press. And it's April the 10th, and it's still relevant because they just did an update on it. Is it seasonal allergies or coronavirus? Is it the Rona? Or is it just your allergies? So here's a couple of things to keep in mind. First of all, seasonal allergies are going to be difficult. We haven't been outside. We've seen plenty of examples, sis, of wildlife just flourishing, honestly. I mean, stuff has come back. Other things have overpopulated, etc. Here in Michigan, they were talking about hunting season is getting ready to be that deal. I mean, they begging people to go hunting, okay? Point being, things have changed out there. So springtime allergies, but fall time allergies is when in the Midwest, we start having the grass gets ready for its hibernation, if you will. Everything around it, the leaves start falling. All of these things start happening. And then we have something that I'm very allergic to, ragweed.
Come on with the ragweed.
Ragweed. Anything green out there, even the seagrass, all of that stuff. Everything green and associated, it makes me itch. It's a hot mess. All right. So while some allergies, this is according to the article, while some allergy symptoms can mimic those of COVID-19, such as a sore throat, all that stuff is sliding down your throat and get your throat all slick and nasty, or a runny nose. Sometimes you can even get a low-grade fever and body aches, okay? Even if you want to take it further, right? The key difference is if it's COVID or allergies is that fever. You've got to take a good look at that. So if you spike a fever, again, a low-grade fever, maybe a 98, 99, hugging around there, nothing to worry about. But when you start hitting them hundreds, and especially 103, you need to go see somebody immediately.
Absolutely. Running a low-grade fever, especially if you are hormonal, women that are on their menses or women who are in their cycle of season for you see how that happened? Menopause.
Menopause.
Because with menopause, you get, the memory loss. So, I'm smack dab in it. But I believe that I'm over my hot flashes finally.
That's nice.
3 years of hot flashes.
Oh, wow.
3 strong, uncomfortable years of hot flashes. I believe that I've made my transition to the next steps. But if you are hormonal or somebody actually just got on your nerves, you very well may be running hot. Either one. We're talking about the spike fever, 100 degrees or above, consecutively. Nothing breaks that fever. That is something that you need to be concerned of. For those of you who do suffer from allergies, you can visit pollen.com, POLLEN.com. You can put in your zip code and it will tell you your daily allergens that are high, medium, low for the day. So if you know that you are allergic to ragweed versus mold versus any of
dust mites,
chenopods, nettle, any of those things. So it can tell you what's a good day for you and what's a bad day for you. So 2 weeks ago, everything was high in my particular area. We are now on medium count. So the symptoms that I had a couple of weeks ago when it was high, which was a very stuffy head and a lot of mucus and all the rest of
Mm-hmm.
that. Now, even though we're on medium, I got the itchy owies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
no, not the itchy
I got
owies.
the itchy owies, and I suffer from hives with my allergies. And so I've been trying to just kind of stay indoors, even though that's hard considering we're in coronavirus, and going outside is like the peace. You know what I'm saying? Just getting some sun,
Right.
fresh air. But I just have been trying to limit my exposure to outside, so going out more frequently, but for less time, and taking frequent showers during the day to ensure that you are wiping off anything.
Yes.
And if you're going to be taking them frequent showers, make sure that you are moisturizing your skin. I know that we are in the coronavirus, but when we emerge out of the coronavirus, I don't want your skins to be messed up and undernourished. You got to still exfoliate and moisturize, people.
Girl, see, now you getting personal. Now you're doing something over there. You're getting personal and I don't like it. See, when you left off at people need to moisturize, I felt that. You zoomed right over here and I felt the judgment. Sis, I had to laugh at myself. Baby, when I tell you I was ashy, like my skin looked the color of gray, like I had put on gray tights. Okay?
Yes.
When I tell you, I don't know where, I guess I just figured, hey, nobody's looking at my legs. When I put my leg out that car to get out at Kroger at sunrise this morning, and the sun just hit my leg just
a little beam.
I looked down and I said, well, it's too late now. I'm here. And I had the nerve to have on a dress. And flip-flops. So when I tell you I look like I had on some gray stockings, I said, well, it's too late now. I have the essentials, which is my mask and my gloves. Oh, I wear gloves too. This sister got so tickled at me. Dang, sis, it's like that. You got on gloves. You don't want to touch nothing of these people. I said, I wish you get like me, sis.
I wish I had my keys.
I wish you get like me, sis.
Baby, I got that copper thing on my key ring because copper fights germs. Copper, the metal, is a natural disinfectant. So I have a copper knob, is what I'll call it, on my key ring, so I don't touch nothing. I'm knocking cereal boxes off the hitting it with the copper, hitting it. Any button, any ATM machine, they gets the copper treatment, boo.
Oh my goodness, not the copper treatment. Please do. So I seem like I need this copper thing in my life.
No touching, no more buttons, but touching buttons is over for your girl over here.
I need that.
Yes,
I need that.
You need the copper, but boop 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 de boop. You know what I'm saying?
Sis,
get your life together.
Get your life. I need that. I like that. Then the last thing I want to talk about before we get into our topics, just current news. Sis, I'm so ashamed.
What happened?
Well, something didn't go right. Fat Tony wasn't by the deck for the Lysol back by the loading docks.
Oh, Fat Tony, what?
Fat Tony, he was running late or something. I don't know. I didn't get the message. Which meant I had to go into the store when the store opened up and get my stuff. And they caught me, sis. The limit said 3, but sis, if I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think I need to get 6. I deserve to get 2 people's worth because I'm up at the crack of this here dawn, ma'am.
The early bird gets the disinfectant worm. I believe that's in the Bible somewhere.
Girl. Let me tell you something. It's in the annex of the Gospel of John. I believe it's in the annex of the Gospel of John. But girl, I was so shade. So what I had been doing, and we do not advocate this. Follow the rules, people. This is where the story is going. Follow the rules, and the Lord will bless you. I'm gonna get there.
He gonna bless you real good too.
He's gonna bless you real good. So thine could not find fat, Tony. So thine had to go into the store. I went into the store and I went to the self-checkout line because ain't nobody looking at the self-checkout line. Oh, except for this day. And sis, now this is somebody I had been friendly with. You know, hey girl, how you doing? How the grandkid? I ain't asking about your raggedy grandkids not nan more time. You done busted me. She said, oh, no, you may not have. No. Your cart is over the limit for the Lysol. Is it over? I didn't see there was a sign. You know, it's so early. I am the worst poker face girl. She just laughed so loud and hard. And politely took the low Lysol right on out of my cart. Oh, but there's a blessing. There's a ram in the bush.
Come on, ram in the bush. And
I went back.
What zodiac sign is the ram? Aries? I'm like, we ain't talking about you old mean Aries either.
Right.
Y'all wasn't Aries. In the bush.
They something else's. But sis, I went back on the Lord's Day on Sunday. Come on. I wish we had an organ right now to come on.
Come on, sis. Give us this testimony.
Babe, I went into the Kroger in the entrance, not the part that's marked exit, saying no entry, because I follows the rules. When she has seen the error of thine ways. Yes. She reformed.
Yes.
See, that's the thing about repentance. You repent and then you turn back and you go on thine way and don't do that thing again. So I had learned.
Yes, she had learned.
Did I not go down the aisle? Was there not just 3? I said just 3. I wish I had a tambourine right now. Child, if there wasn't nothing but 3 last little cans.
Yes.
Of Lysol.
Which
happened to be the limit. The allowable limit. Sis, I said, won't you provide, Lord? I said, you know what I learned there? And here's the moral of this here lesson, Pisces Life. Yes. Swim on up to the altar because we here tonight.
Yes, come on up here.
The moral of the lesson is this. God knew what I needed. He knew my heart. See?
Yes.
The Lysol wasn't for me, see.
Come on now.
It wasn't for me. I wanted to be a blessing.
Come on, blessing.
I wanted to send folk.
Yes.
A little something. Help them along the way.
Help them along the way. Come on,
Corona is out here. Corona is a getting them.
Yes.
So, sis, I tell you, I learned something. If you just get up in the morning, if you move when the Spirit moves you,
come on, Spirit.
You won't miss it.
You won't miss it.
I said you won't miss it, sis.
You won't miss it.
One more time, they won't miss, won't miss it.
Miss, won't miss it.
Oh my God.
She done again. Doors of the church is open. Usher.
I need that lap cloth and a mint now.
Right, and a mint. Now you need a mint. Right. You fell out twice. Your mouth is open. And Father Flay, the church in Chicago on the South Side, you know, he's they are the African Episcopal Catholics. I don't know if that's a real thing, but that's what I felt in my spirit at the moment. And so I believe that there's a little falling out from time to time. They do a little dancing over there at the Saint Sabina's. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have mercy.
Yes.
Lord child.
Well,
That was
sis,
a good one right
I'm
there.
happy that you got what you needed, because I too benefit from these blessings that have been bestowed upon you. So I'm thankful.
Listen, won't he do it? That's even in the midst of a pandemic, sis, I know he looks out. He looks out.
Absolutely. It's imperative that
Mm-hmm.
that we recognize the covering. Now, James asked me a good question last
What?
week. He asked me, did I believe in karma? Did I believe in the power of karma?
Mm.
And we went down several pathways in this conversation in reference to like covering versus karma, because sometimes you see people who is just like gestational food. You know what I'm saying? They was cutting up in their mama's belly. They didn't cut up coming on out.
Okay.
And continue to cut up, and yet
Mm-hmm.
they still is covered, right? And it's like, how is you the king food, or the king cheater, or the king liar, and still manage to live such a blessed life and existence? Where does karma not affect the covered? You know what I mean?
Well,
So
continue. I'm curious.
And so I just was like, well, I believe in good intention. And I believe that there are some lessons that come to you that have to come to you with such force, and such in such a dynamic way for you to recognize the error of your ways, and that I don't think that all things are related. So like you can't be like eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. Like, you lie here, you're gonna get lied on. I don't believe that that's how it happens. I believe that when we fall out of vibration with our highest self, that's when things tend to happen, because you're not on the level where you normally supposed to be. So it's not like it's karma per se, but it's that you supposed to be over here on a C flat and you over here on G minor, and you like, oh, G minor is lots of bad things happening down here on the scale, and the God, who's the head composer, says, well, you ain't supposed to be over there. Get on over here, soprano, instead of trying to sing with the tenors. What you doing down there? So that's what I believe. So I don't believe that there's like what goes around comes around. I believe that when you are vibrating lower than yourself, that there are things that happen because you're not supposed to be there. Work your way back to where you're supposed to be, then that's where you are most covered, because you are operating in your line, in your space where you are supposed to be. So that's what I think. And he was like, are we supposed to sing a song now or something? I'm so confused.
He's looking at you like,
It was like the notes, and
what?
like, I don't know what note I sing.
You want a choir or a band, baby?
Right?
Talk to me.
What you talking about? So yeah.
No,
so that as we talk about like the covering, right, and favor, I just thought it was just a really interesting conversation around like, are the covered and the favored not affected, not impacted by a karma loop, if you will, which, by the way, Karma Loop was a clothing store, I believe, back in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
So it was interesting. So I was like, I asked him, what did he think? And he was just like, that he didn't know if he believed in karma, but he knows that he has felt God's presence leave him vulnerable. And I was like, wow. Now that was
deep.
Right. And I said, well, he lost both of his parents and, failed marriage and, many other things that has happened. He has some health concerns. And so for a while, he was really angry at his faith walk because he just didn't understand why so many terrible things happened to him when he was primarily a decent person. Which church hurt, child. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I sighed. Church hurt. It sounds so familiar. It really does. It sounds very familiar. I was thinking as you were explaining the space that he was, trying to sort through or talk through with you. We call it many things. We really do. Karma, or you reap what you sow, you deserve that, or it's to get back, it's the boomerang, it's the whatever it is. I do believe that eventually, there are seasons that we go through where it just really is a testing and a trying. And there literally is sometimes something that you have not done. There wasn't but it tests your fortitude. It builds your character in a different way. It can help your strength, or for me, it broke me all the way down. And then I had to really sort through the unnecessary, the clean up the residue of friends that really meant me no good, clean up my lifestyle. You cannot be at the club 7 days a week. When you 20, that might be cute. Or 22. But now you sliding in the 35, 40. Girl, sit down. The only way I'm going to a club now is they got wings in here. DJ or not, what is the wings like? Okay? I'm at that point. I'm embracing my auntie-ism, and I'm okay with it. I am. I'm a fly auntie. I'm a fly one. Killing the auntie game. Killing it.
Killing the auntie game. Speaking of aunties.
What?
Now, we just are right off of a fantastic versus between
girl.
Auntie Gladys Knight and Auntie Patti LaBelle. We
will never get that. If 2020 ain't done nothing right, it did that right there.
It did that right. I saw the hashtag Auntie Chella.
Girl, wait a minute. Why somebody gonna say the aunties is having their 8th glass of Moscato right now and they ready?
Yes.
They like, the next time they said, what song you gonna hear when Patty pull out what shoes she gonna put on.
Absolutely. And then they had the nerve to bring out Dionne Warwick.
Girl, sis, I'm so shamed. Guess what? I thought Sister Dionne Warwick had been in the upper room. Okay.
So many people said that. And I was like, y'all didn't watch Masked Singer because she was on Masked Singer. And mind you, she was she was one of the worst Masked Singers. Let me tell you, like, she wasn't even trying to be under the cover.
They must not have told her the mask was coming off. Eventually, they gonna know it's you. Girl, I never laughed so hard in my life. As a matter of fact, we texting and Instagram, and I tagged you, I added you. I don't know how any of that works, but I put your ad, I saw your picture, and I said, "Hey, Sora," and I threw up our stuff, and I said, "Okay, I know she in here because she texted me and woke me up to make sure I was in here." But baby, I never laughed so hard. When I tell you, Patti LaBelle wants to dance, she wants to boom cat cat. I mean, when that song came, she wanted to jump. It looked like a bankhead bounce. and a seated twerk happening by the knees.
It did. Patty like to hunch.
Patty.
Auntie Patty like to hunch them shoulders up. She gets
Girl, them shoulders.
she gets excited about the shoulders. I said,
girl, if we was live right now, the audience would be rolling. I'm in my pajamas hunching these shoulders up here, and Kai is in her pajamas hunching.
Yes, absolutely. Can we talk? Let's just acknowledge the fashions.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I think this is what helped me, that pushed me over into accepting my auntie stage. They look good.
Man, they did.
They looked amazing. You know, we love Sister Gladys. We almost lost her. Have mercy, Jesus. That was gonna break my heart right there. We almost lost her, but she's been doing really good. I did notice her mouth twisting just a little bit in between, but she looks amazing. And she was dressed to the nines with that sparkly. Girl, why somebody gonna tweet out? Because the internet stays undefeated. Whenever there's a versus challenge, I don't care who it is, the internet stays undefeated. Sis, why somebody gonna tweet out? I bet that studio smell like white diamonds up in there. And somebody gonna say, and sweet potato pie.
Like white diamonds, sweet potato pie, and Jesus. There's a lot of Jesus
like
that was
oil,
like the oil,
the rose of Sharon
sprinkled in there. Some a palm of two, that's been laid in the Bible for years. You know what I'm saying? That's
the family Bible with white Jesus.
Yes,
okay?
with white Jesus. All this. Yes. Come on now.
Oh my Lord. It was so good to hear the stories of them, backstage, how Patti LaBelle said, honey, we would have to cook into our rooms, honey. Honey, we would have to cook in our rooms. And just thinking about the fact that they really had thriving, surviving forerunners and road runners. They were on tour to make their money. You think the music industry is trash now in terms of these 360 deals and all of those situations for artists. Look at it back then. Sometimes they couldn't even be on the covers of their own albums.
Just
integration, what they did for women, talking about being business women, just talking about enjoying one another as friends over the years. And when they said, Brandy and Monica, get it together, honey, get it together. I was like, oh, Auntie said, just in case y'all still fussing, get it together, honey. Girl. And then sis, okay, let's also talk about the fact that Miss Patty, I liked how she took the classic suit with the hidden buttons. It was navy blue, but then she did something with the sleeve. She did that open doorman sleeve, I think they call it, or I don't know.
The sleeve and the pant. The pants. The pant had a slit in it too.
Yes, honey.
Yes.
It was bad. They looked so nice. And the hair. But I love the fact that Miss Patty gonna tell you right now, you ain't got to cut the camera. If I need my mirror and my powder, I'll go get my mirror. When I tell you, Miss Gladys was talking, she pulled out that mirror, freshened that face up, got her a drink, and I'm back. And yeah, right back into the note, like she ain't never left.
My friend Randall said the real winner in the verses was Patty's mirror, baby. Like when the verses first came on, Patty was like, I'm trying to make sure this fan is not blowing this hair.
Okay.
It's not blowing this hair over here.
All right.
Can we acknowledge the tone and strength of Gladys Knight's voice and
both
having
of them.
The behind the scenes band that was playing? Because Gladys, dear Gladys was singing live and in person.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Children, that was not auto-tunes.
No.
Nothing about that created by no machine, okay? That's called live instrumentation, vocalization. That's what they do because they sing, you see. That's what they do for real. They true to this. They 100 with it, as these stallion children say. That's what I done started calling the millennials. I've renamed them all the stallion generation. That's what the stallion generation, that's all they know. These children hear auto tunes. There was a debate, girl, before verses happened, talking about that child, Jacquez or Jacquees or Jacquees, the boy, that young boy. He ain't shot nobody that I know of. Not him, but he just as short as that one. Anyhow, he was singing a song, and somebody gonna tweet out talking about his voice something kind of different. That's the computer, child.
Yeah, right. That's this not computer love, which we appreciated, Roger.
It's the forerunner.
That we likes that. We don't want you. It sounded like you singing on the other end of a tin can, with the timbre. That's called timbre. You don't want no
school them, sis.
You don't want no timbre in your voice.
It's a hot mess. Now that was the winner of the night. Sister Gladys singing live, Auntie Gladys singing live. Auntie Patty got her notes in there. Oh, but if there was a loser of the night, sis, in this versus battle, I'm going to put my money on the teleprompter for Auntie Patty. When I tell you she was just out of the patience, you hear me? I don't know these words. Gladys, do you be forgetting your words sometimes? Girl, I know we've been singing these songs for 200 years, but sometimes I can't put the words up on the teleprompter. It was almost, I thought she was going to come out of one of them shoes and
throw it at the people.
I thought she was going to.
She was like, this not my song. This is not my song. And I was like, I understand where you're coming from, Patty. And see, you are, she's 76? Is she 76, I believe? We give you grace because you are of the age where you may forget a word or two.
Or three. I'm not,
it's
70
fine.
something and forget two.
I require a spanking because I've been remixing songs so long with our, candor and our improvisation that when it's time for me to record or sing, perform a cover, I'm into character versus singing the actual song. And the folks is not paying for me to remix Cardi B or Gladys Knight or Erykah Badu or whoever. They want to hear the real words in my way. So I do have a iPad stand that has the lyrics, the real lyrics to the songs to make sure that I don't slip up and go into funny character and
wait a minute
and forget.
Wait, you said go into funny character and forget. I'm laughing because do you find yourself having to have the words bigger?
Oh, no, the words have to be at least 72 point on the font scale. Look, sis. So you talked about your issue in the grocery store. And that you was a little ashamed. I'm going to share a brief story with you about my eyesight. And as big as these eyes is, you would think they would be working real good.
That's not the case?
No, ma'am. I can't see in the dark like that anymore. If it's dusk.
Not dusk.
If it's anything that can cause a shadow. Sis is knocked out for the count. I came in here to this bedroom needing to plug up my phone because I took my cord downstairs with me to plug my phone up for whatever reason. And I didn't tip back up here, and it's just dusk. It's only like 6 or 7 o'clock, but the sun wasn't shining because it had been raining all day. The blinds is open, but there ain't no light on. And right here beside my bed, there is a void that plug.
Oh, I know the space.
What's it called? The extension cord, the power strip sits.
Yes.
And it was white. But my husband put a black one there because it's big. It got more little plugs.
Oh, Lord.
It just be blending into the night. I came in trying to plug up that phone charger.
You like Helen Keller.
And when I tell you I done tried to plug up everything but the phone charger, I ain't hit not damn socket. And I'm feeling like post Stevie, how Stevie was when he was performing at the African American Museum opening, and he was looking for his instrument, and he wasn't in the instrument space, and his bootleg assistant was like, oh. That's how it was, sis.
That's how you were?
I can't see nothing. I was up here sweating for 20 minutes because I was too ashamed to go and turn the light on. I was like, not today, Satan. I'm going to get this plug in here. I don't need no light.
I'm going to be down here for 20 more minutes.
I'm down. When I tell you, my husband came up here and was like, what is, now I'm on all my knees down here. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to, wait. I said, I'm trying to plug the phone up. He was like, hey, fool, you got a flashlight on your phone?
On your phone?
I was like, that could have helped me out. So apparently I can't see and I'm losing my mind. This is what I'm telling you.
That's what you're telling me.
Everything got to be big. Girl, I just got like Red Fox. I got glasses. I got glasses everywhere.
A drawer full of glasses.
Be like, let me see. No, them ain't the ones. I need the ones that
these ain't my readers. These are my mail readers. I need my readers for recipes.
Right. I need the ones with the cat wings. Them is my TV watching glasses.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on with my hearing and my seeing. Because if I can't see the TV, I just can't hear all of a sudden. Things are happening, Pisces Life listeners. Things y'all remember when we first
We're not as young as we were.
Right. When we first started this show, we was talking about how we wanted to be in kitten heels, doing our thing in leopard print.
Stilettos.
And here we are. It came sooner than we thought, y'all.
Oh my God, sis. Let me tell you something. I have now located the accessibility settings on my television. Make this reading bigger.
Everything. The text on my phone is large. Girl, I can't keep no secrets. Ain't no secrets. Everybody can read these texts. Everybody. From
across the room. Oh.
The baby was like, wow. That's really big. I didn't even know Texas can be that big.
What kind of phone is this?
What is that? The setting I can see, child.
Girl, I got so mad the other night, and this is the thing. I have a big TV in my bedroom, but that writing on this TV, to the makers of movies, television shows, limited series, commercials, I don't care what it is. If you have a character who is looking at their phone as if they are reading a text message, I need you to blow that whole thing up and put it on the side of them like a PowerPoint presentation or something. You can put it in the shape of a phone. I don't care. But if you want me to read it because it's an integral part of what's getting ready to happen, I'm going to need you to make it accessible.
Can you say it again for the people in the back? Because I promise you, I was watching, what's it called? Power Book 2 Ghost, and some was on one with that little boy phone, and we had to pause it, and we was like, "What?"
I had to get up to the TV like this.
What that say?
Oh, meet him at 6:30 by the quad for the library. Okay, then I get back in bed, settle all down, hit the play. Oh, damn! Another message. Oh hell! I'll just figure it out. I just
the only one. I swear, I was like, I can't read that. I don't know what that says.
Earl, street signs, sis.
The
lights is getting dim. I have to go by the street. No, I need a landmark. Give me the name of a building, a business, something near it. Because I might not see that street sign.
Oh yeah, no, I can't read it at night. I'm telling you, it's all at night. And the doctor was like, "I'm just gonna need you to wear your glasses while at night. You have to wear your glasses because
they have not made a pair of cute glasses that I like but one time, and it was the Essence glasses. I broke those glasses down. It was the Essence frame of glass. It was so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at the time where they were doing the clear, thing. So it looked like you didn't have on the glasses, but it looked like you had something on the sides of your, the invisible lens type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really nice. And then I got Lasik surgery, which fixes your eyes, but they didn't lay. I did back in 96 when it first came out. Or excuse me, 97. I think it was 97. 96 or 97, one of them years. A long time ago. Sis, you know how you can get that halo effect? Baby, at night, don't you roll up on me with your lights. Turn down them lights. Turn them down. Now, I've tried on the readers. You know how they give you the line to stand behind and you can try on the different lenses, or you should be able to read the lid. You used to could try on the lens thing, hold it up to you before Corona. Now they got a chart where they say, if you can see this line, then you should get this strength of reader.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't see nothing.
Oh.
I said, well, what is this telling me? Are my eyes that bad that readers, I'm
beyond the reader?
Right, or are they not as bad as I think they are, and the readers just don't help me? Because I tried the weakest on up, and I just, I don't know.
The thing that they told me to do was I promise you, this is what they said. They said, get a product and hold the product as far as your arm. And if you can see the if they're like as ingredients or label, that if you can see with your readers and read the labels quick, then that means that the reader is strong enough. If you can't read it, to go up until you can read it. If you still can't read it after you reach the highest magnification, they were like, readers ain't for you. You might have to wear readers on top, So James has got him a new prescription. And he has some type of bifocal where that you only can look at it when you have to follow your nose. So you can't use your peripheral because then you get the wrong. You have to look directly at the thing to get the bifocal, and he got like several. Now they didn't told me, Pisces Life listeners, and I don't appreciate this, and this is to all of the optometrists and ophthalmologists. Y'all need some better bedside manner. Don't tell me, oh girl, no, you're not gonna ever be able to wear those cute ones. you require a thick concave. Wait a minute.
Coca-Cola bottle glass thing.
What do you mean, Dr. Person? It's the 2020. There's lots of stuff happening and things and medicines and reflecting lenses and stuff. What do you mean? And he was like, them not for you.
Not for this.
Them not for you. You're not gonna be able to wear them. What? I was like, you know what? You ain't gonna steal my joy, doctor.
You will not steal my joy. Go wait. I'm laughing because one of my friends, I had to drop her off at the eye doctor, and she said, I'm just devastated. This man said that we don't make contact lenses that thick or strong. I will get out. I said, well, what does he want to do? She said, I guess I'm going to have to get a whole new eyeball, I guess. She was joking, of course, but she was so mad and insulted. I said, I don't know. Since the next time I got to take a vision test for my drive, I'm scared. I'm just saying. I hope it's renewed by mail because I don't want to face the music.
I ain't gonna be able to pass none of that stuff. First of all, rules of the road or beyond.
The rules of the road, no.
I don't know none of those signs, and every time I think about the DMV, I think about that famous Martin episode with him and Miss
He was
Jet.
in line.
He was trying to fill out all that paperwork. They kept sending him to the back.
Oh, my favorite DMV in a Black sitcom, although I can't stand him in real life because he's doing stupid stuff, but it is Terry Crews who played Chris Rock's father, Julius, in Everybody Hates Chris. He was at the DMV and she was like, you got to take this, fill out the paper again, get back in line, then come up over here and pay over there. He was like, I am not doing that. Girl, it was a whole mess. That's a pretty famous sitcom storyline, dealing with the DMV, or also when Martin dealt with unemployment. And I think everybody has had unemployment. Roseanne had it.
Yeah. It's
maybe not Cosby's. They never had unemployment.
No, I don't think that they've ever had an unemployment, but I think there was a time where Cliff his patients were low or something, and that they thought he was going to have to close the practice. I think it was one of them, and then Felicia was going to have to step up at the law office. And she was like, and it was his whole thing about his ego, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
And could she be a partner at the law firm and all of that? Yeah, I remember that.
Speaking of Cosby, sis, and then we can wrap this on up.
Okay.
I've been watching Community.
Oh, yes.
And I know you said that was one of your favorites.
It is.
And Yvette Brown is genius on this show. But we are at the part in season 2 where Malcolm Jamal Warner shows up as her husband. And I started screaming like, oh my God, it's Malcolm! Because I had no reference that he was coming into the show. And my husband's like, why are you screaming about Theo? I'm like, he ain't Theo no more.
That is funny.
So yeah,
he looking at you like,
what? What's all this? I mean, gleeful shrieks. He's like, what you screaming at Theo for? I'm like, it's Malcolm Jamal Warner. We love him.
Absolutely.
So good show for those who have never watched the show Community. I wasn't attracted to it, I guess, the first time around. It was out. I don't know what I was doing in my life, but it has been making these pandemic days joyful. Good laughter, good writing.
It is funny.
And I'm really enjoying it.
Have you got to the part where Childish Gambino?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oh no. Well, see, my husband has already seen it, so he told me when he becomes, Childish Gambino in the series or whatever, and then leaves the show. So,
Yes.
No, we haven't got there. He's still Nerdy Troy right now. So yeah. Yay. Well, sis.
Oh my gosh, girl.
I think we've covered it all. Anything that required coverage.
Yes, we did. We covered it all. One thing I do want to talk about next time on our next show. Did you see this little tidbit of news about the all-black town that was purchased, 97 acres or something like that?
I did.
By the two sisters. Girl, why did I feel like that needed to be information on the Underground Railroad, though? I kind of hate she put it out there in the news like that, out in the public, because I don't want nobody to know where we at if we get us a spot. I don't want them to say, ain't that all? No, I just
being careful. Yeah, next time I got to bring something to the table too. We discovered a new Karen.
Uh-oh.
My baby discovered him. I gotta show you where it happened at, sis. It's gonna bring you a bit of joy.
I can't wait. Coming up next episode, which will be the 139th.
We ready. We on top of it now.
We on top of it now. So we here. So y'all come on back now.
Yes.
You hear?
Yes, come on back. This is another edition of the Pisces Life podcast. We hope that you've enjoyed listening. And if you have anything to share or comment or suggestion, we take those. We like those. You can email us at thepisceslife@gmail.com. We are on the social interwebs. On Twitter, we are at Pisces Podcast, 2 words. On Facebook and Instagram, we are The Pisces Life, ThePisceslife. I was just doing that for my own fortitude because I can remember.
You can, girl.
If they looking for you, sis, where can they find you?
They can look for me trying to see these letters on the TV, the street signs, and everywhere else, embracing my auntie life.
Yes.
At I am just Letitia, Letitia. Girl, Method Man as a lawyer, though. Empower, book 2. And where can they find you besides picking me up, fanning after Method Man?
Right.
Where can they find you, sis, if they looking for you?
Looking at Method Man to the left when I'm watching Power, and looking at Malcolm Jamal Warner to the right when I am watching Community. That's where they can find me, left and right. On Twitter, I am Kai Loves You, KaiLovesu. On Instagram, just added 2 to that, Kai Loves You too. We are out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
2 fish living in a dream. One swimming up, one swimming downstream. The